Blame Canada is a memorable and satirical song from the 1999 animated comedy film South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. In this film, a mother in a small Colorado town leads a campaign against what she perceives as the moral decay of youth, primarily attributing this degeneration to the influence of Canadian culture. Through humor, the song cleverly shifts the responsibility for societal issues away from the United States' own policies, parenting shortcomings, and media influences to its northern neighbor, Canada. The lyrics assert, "We need to form a full assault. It's Canada's fault," encapsulating a comedic yet telling aspect of American pop culture's tendency to externalize blame. This satirical take, while humorous, reflects a broader theme often observed in American society: the inclination to attribute problems to external forces rather than examining internal dynamics. The idea of scapegoating Canada serves as a metaphor for how complex social issues can be oversimplified, pointing fingers at another, instead of engaging in meaningful self-reflection. As we delve deeper into the cultural implications, it becomes clear that this phenomenon is not only a comedic device, but also a reflection of historical tensions and misunderstandings between the two nations. Over the years, Canada has been depicted in various ways in American media, often as a benign neighbor or a punchline in a joke, rather than as a significant partner in trade, culture, and diplomacy. Fast forward to recent years, and we find that the narrative of blaming Canada has resurfaced, this time through the lens of political discourse. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump appears to be channeling a similar energetic rhetoric, directing accusations at Canada concerning illegal migration and drug trafficking across the northern border. This shift in blame can be analyzed within the framework of Trump's broader political strategy, which often involved rallying his base around themes of nationalism and protectionism. In the weeks following his second-term election victory, Trump threatened to impose a staggering 25% tariff on all Canadian imports, including critical sectors like the automotive industry. Such a move would not only affect trade relations but also resonate deeply within the American economy, potentially leading to job losses and increased prices for consumers. The threat of tariffs on Canadian imports raises significant economic questions. Both the United States and Canada share one of the largest trading relationships in the world, with billions of dollars in goods crossing the border daily. Tariffs could disrupt this flow, impacting industries reliant on cross-border trade. For example, the automotive sector, which is a cornerstone of both economies, could face severe repercussions. Canadian manufacturers supply a substantial number of parts to American automakers, and increased tariffs would likely lead to higher costs for consumers and decreased competitiveness in the global market. Moreover, Trump's imposition of tariffs could trigger retaliatory measures from Canada. This could escalate into a trade war, which would have dire consequences for both nations. The interconnectedness of the U.S. and Canadian economies means that a conflict over trade could spiral into broader economic instability, affecting not just manufacturers but also consumers and workers in various sectors. Adding to the drama, Trump has not shied away from making jokes that suggest Canada could even be annexed as the 51st U.S. state. Such comments, while ostensibly lighthearted, carry weight in the realm of international relations. They can be perceived as disrespectful and dismissive of Canada's sovereignty and independence. Joking about annexation trivializes the complex history and identity of a nation that has carved out its distinct space in the global landscape. Moreover, Trump's mockery of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, referring to him as the governor of the great state of Canada, highlights a condescending attitude that can harm diplomatic relations. Such remarks can exacerbate tensions and create a hostile environment for constructive dialogue. They also undermine the respect that is crucial for maintaining healthy bilateral relations between two nations that have historically enjoyed a strong partnership. Trudeau's recent resignation amid plummeting approval ratings adds another layer to this complex relationship. The political climate in Canada is not only shaped by domestic concerns, but is also heavily influenced by external pressures, including the rhetoric and policies emanating from the U.S. The perception of Canada as an easy target for blame can impact public opinion and political stability within the country. As political leaders navigate these pressures, they must consider how external narratives shape national identity and unity. Trudeau's administration has faced criticism for its handling of various issues, including relations with Indigenous communities, climate change policies, and economic management. In this context, Trump's jabs at Canada can be seen as an opportunity for Canadian leaders to reassess their strategies and reinforce a sense of national pride and identity in the face of external challenges. Media narratives play a critical role in shaping public perception of Canada in the United States. From late-night talk shows to news outlets, Canada is frequently portrayed through a lens of humor and simplicity. While this can foster a sense of camaraderie, it can also reinforce stereotypes that undermine the complexity of Canadian society and its contributions to global affairs. In the political arena, the media often amplifies the rhetoric of leaders like Trump, framing issues in a way that can polarize public opinion. The focus on Canada as a scapegoat for American problems serves to simplify complex issues related to immigration, trade, and drug trafficking, rather than encouraging a nuanced discussion of the factors at play. As tensions between the U.S. and Canada rise, the importance of open dialogue cannot be overstated. Both nations must work to foster mutual understanding and respect, recognizing that collaboration is essential for addressing shared challenges. Engaging in constructive conversations about trade, migration, and security can help dispel misconceptions and build a stronger foundation for future cooperation. Trudeau's government, despite recent setbacks, has an opportunity to reaffirm its commitment to diplomacy and collaboration. By focusing on shared interests and common goals, Canadian leaders can counteract the negative narratives and emphasize the value of the relationship between the two nations. The ongoing discourse surrounding Canada in American politics serves as a reminder of the need for self-reflection. Rather than blaming external entities for internal issues, both Canadians and Americans should engage in a more profound examination of the root causes of their challenges. This requires acknowledging the complexities of economic interdependence, social justice, and cultural exchange. The satirical message of Blame Canada encapsulates a broader truth about the human tendency to deflect responsibility. As the world grows increasingly interconnected, the need for empathy and understanding becomes paramount. Fostering a sense of shared responsibility can lead to more effective solutions to pressing issues, allowing both nations to thrive in an ever-evolving global landscape. In conclusion, the themes presented in South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut resonate beyond the realm of comedy, reflecting deeper societal trends and political realities. The narrative of blaming Canada for American problems underscores a long-standing tendency to externalize responsibility. As political figures like Trump leverage this rhetoric, the implications for trade, diplomacy, and public perception become increasingly significant. Moving forward, it is essential for both Canadians and Americans to engage in constructive dialogue that prioritizes understanding and collaboration. By recognizing the interdependence of their economies and societies, both nations can work together to address shared challenges and build a more resilient future. Ultimately, a commitment to mutual respect and cooperation can pave the way for a strong and enduring partnership, dispelling the notion that blame should ever overshadow unity.